what do you have to say to the statement that this introduction of new notes and changing some of the currencies to coins is just a red herring, and it's taken away from the matter at hand, that we have a faulty monetary policy?
What is the faulty monetary policy? I would like to be educated on that.
Because so far so good, even though you have talked about inflation, and you said you're yet to see an economist, talk about how...
We've got one here.
Exactly, talk about, the relationship between introducing new notes and inflation. So far so good. No economist has been able to, has even insinuated that. What they have said is that this goes to point to our faulty monetary policy. What do you think they are talking about?
I would like to be educated on the faulty monetary policy. I hope you are looking at what is happening in Europe. Now compare what is happening in Europe with what we've achieved here. Let's not be cynical about what we've achieved in Nigeria. This is a country where the things that we did 2-3 years ago are now being introduced by other countries. The way we took charge of non-performing loans, we created AMCON, cleared the banks, and the banks are ready to roll. People are copying from us. Look at what is happening in the Eurozone. It's a disaster. And Nigerians should be happy that we have a central bank that is alive to its duties from consolidation, which helped to prepare the banks for the economic crisis. Look at the banks in Iceland have disappeared. Portugal, Ireland, Greece, Spain, they're all in trouble. And even in America, some of the things that we did 2-3 years ago are the things they're now doing, quantitative easing and all that. They are trying to revamp the various sectors of the economy to help create stability. We have tried to create that stability. I think we shouldn't take Nigeria in isolation. Let's look at what is happening all over the world.
Mr. Okorafor, do you think that our monetary policy has got anything to do with our rate of inflation? We've been battling to bring down inflation to single-digit rate for some time now, and I think that the only time we're able to get that was sometime in October last year, and it didn't last long. Do you think that this has got anything to do with it whatsoever?
No. These are two different things. Like I said, I want you to look at what we are doing in the area of the cashless program, the financial inclusion, in creating a robust payment system. And please, there are other serious matters that we need to look at as a people. We want to recreate the middle class. And I think that is part of what we are doing in totality. Let's not be distracted by the fact that we are trying to revamp the same people. Let me just be very stark. The same people who are condemning the introduction of the 5,000 naira notes, when they go to the banking hall, if you want to pay them with 100 naira notes, they'll tell you to give them 1,000 naira notes. And I can assure you that in the next 1 year or two, there are some people who, if you want to play them with anything, like if you're taking a large amount of money, you would like to have a particular denomination that will be easier to manage. That's all we've done. It doesn't increase money supply. And in any case, you don't have to use it. Let me tell you, America, do you know that they have the $100,000 bill, the $10,000 bill, even though they are legal tenders not being used? The people, what is normally being used all over in America is the $100 bill, which is about 16,000 naira, 16,000 naira. This is totally, it's like 3 times what we are using in Nigeria. In the UK, they have 50 pounds, which is about 12,000, 13,000. So, I mean, you don't have to use the 50 pounds, but many people in the UK, they use the 1 pound coin or the 2 pound coin or the 1 pound note or 5 pound note. You don't have to use the 50 pound note.
Well, anyway, if you allow me come in here, because we really have to get this straight and clear. Some have been asking, why is it that when you talk about some security measures put in place for this particular bill, why can't you put it in other bills? And the same America you talked about, in 1969, they had to retire the $10,000 bill and the others, making the $100 bill the highest denomination in the country. So why can't we as well do same and even recall even the 1,000 naira note?
Well, let me tell you, first of all those notes are still legal tender in America. And I'm happy that you said that America had the $100,000 bill. But that didn't help, didn't fuel inflation. There are two different phenomena. They are two different things. They are not related. And I want people to understand that they are not related. Now, talking about the inflationary measures, what we have done now is that with the range of denominations that we have, it's not that easy again to round up. Oftentimes, Nigerians want to buy something and there is no change. People don't use vending machines. The people want to buy things and they tell them, no, you buy 3 for, say, 20 or something like that. But now, when we have categories that people can receive change in their pockets, children can save money, collect coins, and you can also pay for things like VAT. Oftentimes, VAT can come to 1 kobo or, fractions of money. So you now have better ways of dealing with those kind of fractions. And we think this is a better structure for commercial transactions.
All right, Mr. Okorafor.
The other thing that is important is that we have taken charge of our patents. The names that we have now, we are not going to pay trademarks because trademark are royalty fees to anybody. The royalties that we used to pay will stop.
All right, could you?
The people who are visually impaired will enjoy the new notes.